At the Deluge Gallery, the lost art of the LP cover. The people who run the gallery are challenging artists in the community to come up with, I guess, fantasy album covers.
RPM is a fundraising show we've been doing annually for about the past decade, where we work with local artists, and in this case, this year we have a number of people from out of town and over the country as well. And they make or interpret or reinterpret or remix and remaster LP covers. And then the works are all sold for the low price of $45 each.
That is the low price, and we're seeing some of them now. We're going to throw some over the screen just so you can see what Todd's talking about. This year's crop of RPM, and I've already bought one at opening, of course, as always. But the man who is the world title holder of, at least the man who owns the most in this city, and therefore the most in the world, Dale Roberts, whose place we're in, whose gallery, who's not really a gallery, but it's sort of a workspace, live space. You have been a collector of the RPM things for a long time. We've got some examples on the wall behind us. Why collect these? Like, what's so much fun about them?
Well, where else can you get artwork by local artists for $45? Really?
You've got some pieces up behind you here that I'm familiar with. I remember that Roy Green one that I wanted, and you got.
I got it.
How many RPM pieces do you own?
This year I'll have 20 of them.
That's good. Yeah, you are the top guy collecting. Now, as an artist who also creates pieces for RPM, I know you have 2 pieces in this year's show. How much fun is it to participate in a show where it's sort of themed, but you get to do your own thing?
Well, it's great fun to just take the record album that has such an incredible potential. And for me, working with crochet, this year I did a crocheted album, kind of sculptural piece. So it's a great chance to just explore and to be given that limited scale to work with. It's a great challenge.
And you're a guy who loves his LP covers, because I know you've got a wall here of real LP covers from a time past.
Well, it's the artwork. Without us doing anything, there's such amazing covers that have been done over the years. I just love having those around and the memories that come with them.
Well, I think that was part of the reason we started it. It was almost a dying art form, and a CD, sure, it had a little tiny bit of art, but it wasn't the same scale. Although, in the decade or so we've been doing this, there's been a resurgence in popularity. You go down to Ditch Records down the street, and half of the stuff they're selling are brand new records, and it's popular music that people are buying again. So.
Any favorite RPM pieces from the past that you remember? Can we look at?
This one here, Daniel Walker did, and this was the first piece I bought in the collection. And just the amount of work that this artist did just was incredible to me, that this was going for $45. I didn't know the artist at the time, but she's become a good friend over the years. But just amazing.
That is absolutely. This is a lot of work.
But yes, there are other obsessives out there.
So you're going to keep contributing to RPM? Something you want to do again in the year's future? And you've already made plans, I imagine, for next year.
And
have you really?
Yeah, and actually I've been making other art pieces because I've been doing mail art projects, and so I've been using the albums as part of mail art projects as well.
RPM, the lost art of the LP cover. And I'm old enough to remember LPs. At Deluge Contemporary Art on Lower Yates Street until March the 15th. I went to opening, bought a piece. It was fun. Local jazz pianist